Hello everyone again, this is my third video I plan to talk about BFI Eureka, Iconic Moments and the Premium Collection. I think there's another set, but these are all my boutique labels what I don't have enough or loads of, so I just thought I'd talk through them and talk about the ones I've watched, and there's quite a few BFI ones I've watched. So I'll start with the actual singles and then I'll go to the fancy box sets. Fucking shit on my foot. First, most recent pickup is Solace at Leeds Film Festival is Bait. A great sort of gritty British film, and I don't know how to describe it. It was filmed, I think it's on film, yeah. And it's got a weird aspect ratio, and it's just the dialogue is just really creepy, and sort of, I don't know, it's kind of off and feels kind of rough. And I really enjoyed it when I first saw it at the film festival. So I picked it up because it was on sale. So I'll be rewatching this soon. Then we've got a classic film, an old film of course, Nosferatu. Great vampire film. The cinematography this time is stunning. I really like this film. Because I got quite in German expression and things like that I've got into through uni, through my teacher talking about it. And this film has tons of it. And it's a nice release from BFI. I know there's better versions of it, but I don't have it, so what a shame. I'll save the next two for another recent pickup, Life is Sweet, a Mark Leaf film. He's the guy who did Naked and Good Time and some other films, but I've only just started getting into this guy's film work. Mostly got into him because, well, he's English, and the Safdie brothers talked about him in their Criterion Closet, and got into his films more. And this film was really good when I first watched it a few weeks ago, or a week ago, should I say. And it's off, and the dialogue's really cool, and I just really enjoy it. Now on to two classics, I think, masterpieces nearly. Well, no, they are masterpieces, and that is Rashamond. This film is brilliant. Just you got Tafashi Mifune, and he's definitely my top actors of all time. His performance in every film I've seen, he's brilliant, and in this, he is fantastic. The storytelling in this, just great, and this leads into the next one, what's on BFI, and that is Seven Samurai. One of the easiest, most rewatchable films, even though I've only seen it twice. This film is fantastic. Again, Tafashi Muki. Yeah, I'm not going to say his name again, but another great performance on it. People get put off by this runtime, but I just recommend just putting it on, and it doesn't feel like 3 hours or however how long it is. It's just a work of art. Let's move that across. We'll go to my box sets and I'll bring them down. Okay. The Takashi Dikino box set. This was a blind pickup. Again, as I said in the last video, someone talked about this box set being on sale. Thought, why not? Never heard of him. And now he's one of my top directors, like top 10 maybe, top 20. Don't know. But this box set's really clean. I've seen a few of his films now, and it's crazy to see how much he's top. He's acting because the director Takashi Dikino is always in his films. Well, pretty much I think he's pretty much all in his own films. But he tried to kill himself at one stage through his career on a moped and lost half the function of half his face. But you still don't notice that in his performance because that's how he acts. Stern, hard. And I watched Sonatine for the first time, and that's on the box set. And wow, a fantastic film. I fell in love with it. Great storytelling, a cool story, a Yakuza again. And the rest of this has got Valorant Cop and Boiling Point, and I can't wait to watch the other two because I love him. I love his work at the moment. So then we're going to go on to, I'm not going to pronounce his name, a Flesh and Blood box set. This is a really nice box set. The one downside about it is the Blu-rays are like that, and I hate thin, crappy cases. But this box set's proper solid, so it's not too bad. I've only seen Still Walking so far in this box set. His films of, I'm not gonna, just whatever his name is, so you can see it, are sort of simple and clean and fresh, and just sort of talk about sort of something simple in life and death and love. What I really enjoy about his films. One of my top 5 films of all time. I only watched this last year, I think, for the first time properly, and then this BFI release came out, and I haven't stopped falling in love. It comes into my head like probably once a day kind of film. That is Lehane. Fantastic film again. It's really, really clean and simple, and it's just set over one night, or one day should I say. The performances, the cinematography, everything in this film is just beautiful, and I absolutely love it, and I'd really want people to watch it. I'm thinking of doing a series of films I recommend and sort of talking about them, because there's some films I could talk about for ages, so if you're interested, I'm probably going to do it anyway, because this is mostly doing for uni work. I'm going to go into my Eurekas. I've only got 3 at the moment. First one, Kes. Another great British film, hard-hitting and iconic. I got this for Christmas because I asked for it from my grandparent. Well, to put it on my Amazon wishlist, and they got it because it's one of their favourite films. I just really like Ken Loach's work, and I want to see more of his films at some point. I just need to get round to them. Then we'll go with If. I got to probably about 80% way through this film, and then I had to go turn it off because I had to go to work. I misjudged my time. What I saw of this, really interesting, funny. It's got Malcolm McDowell, and he's really young in this, and I found it really entertaining. So, if you're interested in Malcolm McDowell, a film I've had for ages, but it took me fucking too long to watch. That's Harakiri. Another masterpiece by I couldn't believe it after watching this that it took me this long to watch, and it is stunning, an absolute stunning film, and I don't want to say too much about it because it'll spoil it, but I absolutely loved it, and people should watch it because it's a classic. We'll go to, I don't know what these are called actually, sort of these, I don't know, is it Sony, or is it, yeah, Sony releases. All of these have been pickups from H&V for dirt cheap, because that's the only time I pick them up, except one of them, and that's the first one, what came out on this label, Taxi Driver. Don't need to say anything about this film. If you've seen it, you love it. You haven't seen it, watch it. That's all I can really say about them. I've only seen another one out of the 4 of these I've got left. Gandhi. Picked this up, saw it was cheap on H&V when my local one was closing down, or was supposed to close down, and then just got it. So I thought, it's on one of these, it's another one I need to watch at some point. It's got some great performances I've heard, just need to watch it. Film I watched recently, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. A great, is it Spielberg? Yeah, Spielberg film, classic. It didn't really connect with me that much, I wasn't really that bothered, I was kind of bored. The ending's pretty cool. It's a cool sci-fi. Cinematography is always good with a Spielberg film. Yeah, can't say much about it. The Remembrance of the Day. Reminders of the Day, maybe? I don't know. It's what happens when you're being dyslexic. I can't read for being a 22-year-old. I haven't seen this. Again, saw it in H&V. I know I've seen this one as well. I don't know much about it. I will watch it at some point, most probably. Another classic, Lawrence of Arabia. A really nice cover, I think, for the film. It may be long, but people do need to watch this, especially if you're into cinema and films. Like, the cinematography in this is, how to describe it, breathtaking at the least, and I think more people need to see it, even though it's a very, very popular film. We'll go on to these iconic moments. I've only got a few. My mate Will, who probably will watch this, has got quite a few. Yeah, and he loves them, so I'll start from the top. Cool Hand Luke. I got this because I needed to get another one, I think. Yeah, because the other ones I like a lot. Still haven't watched it. Like a lot of things. But, again, with these releases, I really like the covers of them. They're clean and they're simple. I need to probably get more at some point. A Jack Nicholson classic. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Fantastic performance. Not as good as the Spaced episode. If you watch it, you'll know that I love the Spaced. And Spaced did a rip-off of this. When Daisy goes to work in a kitchen. A classic that took me a long time to pick up. A film I love. Goodfellas. Classic gangster film. You've got not Al Pacino. You've got De Niro. You've got Pesci. You've got Ray Liotta. Some fantastic performances in this, and it's just a Scorsese classic. And I do love a bit of Scorsese. Maybe my top 5 directors of all time. He is, because he made this classic. Shit, nearly lost it then. This classic. Casino. I don't think enough people talk about this film for a Scorsese film. Again, you've got De Niro and Joe Pesci again working together. But this film does not get enough credit for how good it is. And it kills me. And I absolutely love it. And I think a rewatch is in time soon. Then we've got Mars Attacks. Another classic. Another Jack Nicholson film. Danny DeVito's in it. It's hilarious. I absolutely love it. Hope Hell on a Shirt, who do these t-shirts. This is an Evil Dead one, I think. I want to say, yeah. Am I going mad? Yeah, Evil Dead. But anyway, I hope they re-release this t-shirt, because this is when I went. They released this a shirt for this film when I wasn't getting them. So they are doing a Killer Clowns from Outer Space, what got announced today, and I cannot wait to get that because it looks great. Because they did a competition of whoever won got to pick the next sort of t-shirt design, and the person won Killer Clowns of Outer Space, and it looks class. Probably this next film is probably my favourite Christopher Nolan film. Dunkirk's classic. Batman Begins doesn't get enough credit for how good it is to actually be a comic book film, but this is The Prestige. 2 brilliant performances through this whole film. A cat and dog chase film. They're always trying to one up at each other, Bale and Hugh Jackman, and it's brilliant. The story is fantastic. The twist is fantastic. The whole film is mind-boggling beautiful, and people don't talk about this film enough, and they need to watch it. I'd probably be getting a few more of those iconic moments because I find them very tasty. And I think this is the last of the lot of my boutique labels. Well, I don't know if you call the rest of these boutique. And this is the Premium collection. I really like these. I had a stint of getting them from H&V when they were 2 for $15. Then I sort of dried up because I don't know why. I just sort of lost rhythm with them. The first one is the Yakuza. 100 years ago, they were called Samurai. Still haven't watched it. This was one of my first ones I picked up. That and I think Barry Lyndon, but I'll talk about Barry Lyndon in a second. This was a blind pickup, so I haven't watched it. I saw the title, saw Yakuza. Had to get it because I love the Yakuza films. Then another film I picked up just to get another film. Marathon Man. A Dustin Hoffman film I heard is supposed to be a gruesome dentist scene I can't wait to see. Just haven't got around to watching it. Like a lot of things. Barry Lyndon. Maybe my favourite Kubrick film. It's long, it's beautiful, and this cover is stunning. But the film, I love it. You get a story, the characters, each character he meets on the journey, the cinematography, the way he had to make special lenses for the candlelit scenes because that's how real he wanted it to be, and it's just superb. And then the last one, I think, yeah, is Full Metal Jacket, another Kubrick classic. I really enjoyed this film when I first watched it, but it is in term. I always think it's two films. You got the boot camp, what's the first half, and then you've got the sort of Vietnam section. Sort of, I can see them as two different films, but they're both. Well, the whole film's great, and I need to rewatch this soon. But I've got too much stuff to watch first, because that's what I'm trying to do at the moment, is watch as many new films as I can. So anyway, thanks very much for sticking with me for another 15 minutes of just me just chatting shit. And hope everyone has a nice day. And I think I might do another upload video of like me talking about 5 films in my collection I recommend to people to see, what people don't talk about enough. So yeah, that was it. Like and subscribe as always, and if you want me to talk about something or watch something, just drop it down in the comments. And have a nice day, everyone. Peace out.